Dietary fiber. Is it good to overcome constipation? It is. Dietary fiber is very good to overcome constipation. What foods provide us with the most amount of dietary fiber? Dietary fiber comes mostly from whole grains. It also comes in fruits, as long as we eat them with skin. The same goes for the citrus fruit. If we take them in the form of juice, they do not come with fiber. There also are a lot of fiber in vegetables and in the legumes, and also nuts have dietary fiber. How does dietary fiber fight constipation? Two mechanisms. The first mechanism is the increased stool volume. That is, the feces swell and increase in volume, thereby greatly stimulating the movement of the intestines. The fiber that these feces contain pick up the water inside the digestive tract and make the stools swell and have a lot more volume, more size. You will be thinking, why is the size of the stool important? Let me tell you an example. For this example, we need a hose, a large marble and a small marble. If we want to move the small marble inside the hose, we will push it. But being so small, at some point we will stop pushing it and it will pass, which will stop us. That doesn't happen with a big marble. Why? Because the big marble, soon after we push it, is circulating inside the hose. We continue pushing it, so we will arrive with it to the end of the hose. Why do I tell you this? Because the hose is symbolizing the large bowel. The large marble is the bulky stool, and the small marble, the one that moves worse, is the small stool. A second mechanism is achieved with the fiber that these feces have. That fiber has some chemical compounds, which are celluloses and hemicelluloses, which have a peculiar effect when they are inside the large intestine. Why? Because they are consumed by the bacteria, the intestinal flora that we have inside the intestine. They digest them and produce compounds which are called volatile fatty acids and gases which are hydrogen and methane. These gases and these volatile fatty acids irritate the wall of the intestine and cause the intestinal volume to grow and also stimulate the bowel to move. A gut that has hydrogen gas, methane gas, and volatile fatty acids inside is a bowel that is going to move a lot. If we are not getting enough fiber in the diet, how do we increase our intake? It is very important to know that the ideal amount of fiber we should take daily is 30 grams. Many people do not take even 5 grams. With what type of food would we take those 30 grams a day? With whole grain cereals, with the fruit with the skin, with the whole citrus fruits, not in juice, with vegetables and legumes and nuts. Caution, we must have a prevention. If we increase a lot and at once the amount of fiber we eat daily, it can be dangerous. You will be thinking, danger about dietary fiber? How? Let me tell you an example for you to understand. This example is of the diver who comes from very deep and has to ascend to the surface. If he ascends quickly and does it without making any stops, he's going to have a problem with his blood gases. Why? Because he should go up more slowly. He should ascend, stop a little, let the blood gases stabilize, go up another bit, stop a little again, and go on. What happens if we increase the amount of fiber in our diet very abruptly? We can have very undesirable effects, such as copious diarrhea, having a lot of farting, and also having tummy cramps. This is because we have increased our amount of fiber so much that our guts have expanded a lot and are moving a lot. Let me finish with a very important precaution regarding the consumption of dietary fiber. And you will say, he's worrying us again. No, do not worry, but learn. The idea is that you have to drink a lot of water if you increase the consumption of dietary fiber. What happens if you do not drink water and increase the amount of dietary fiber you consume? It happens that your feces, which are sequestering the bowel water, as you are not drinking enough water, your body will need that water on the feces and will take it from them. It's going to get it out of the feces. When they run out of water, they dry out, and they end up turning into real stones. These stones inside the intestine will move very little and can close it. You may develop a bowel obstruction or even have a bowel perforation. So do not take it lightly and consume foods with dietary fiber. You know, whole grains, fruits with skin, vegetables, and nuts and legumes. With that, you will overcome constipation. Watch these interesting videos. Their contents will help you take care of your own health. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There will be more healthy videos to come.